Hello sports fans, it is Thursday, May the 2nd, the year 2013, and as usual, a lot to get to in the sports world, so let's get it going right now. Before we preview the big Mayweather-Guerrero fight on Saturday, let's go through some scores of note from last night. Let's start in the NBA. Let's start at Madison Square Garden, where the Boston Celtics beat the New York Knicks to stay alive. The Celtics have now won 2 in a row in this series after dropping the first 3. Knicks still lead the series 3-2, but I'll tell you, the Knicks are going to start to feel the pressure. I mean, now they've lost 2 games in a row to Boston. No team has ever blown a 3-0 lead. Pressure's starting to mount for the Knicks. I didn't think this series would go this long. I thought the Knicks would take care of business last night. Give the Celtics all sorts of credit last night. Kevin Garnett played well. Pierce played well. Bass played well. Green played well. I am really, really impressed by the Celtics' tenacity. I mean, they give you such a good effort. I mean, sometimes they lack the firepower, but they always give you an effort. They always bring their effort into these games. You got to give Boston all sorts of credit. Give Coach Doc Rivers credit as well for getting his team ready. Knicks did not play well last night. Carmelo Anthony now for the 2nd straight game has not shot the ball well. J.R. Smith couldn't throw the ball in the ocean last night. I think the Knicks as a team shot 32%. That's not going to get it done. So Game 6 back at the Boston Garden. That will be a very, very interesting series. Boston now with a chance to tie the series, and they are at home. Very, very intriguing series here. I mean, the Knicks are going to start to feel the pressure here. I still think the Knicks are going to win the series, but they are making it very difficult on themselves. So the Celtics, nice job last night getting the win. Also last night, Indiana at home beat the Atlanta Hawks. Indiana goes up 3-2 in this series. Indiana, I've said it all along, they're night and day home and away. They are a very, very good team at home. They are not so good on the road. They showed it again last night. When they're in their own building, I mean, they can beat anyone. They took care of Atlanta last night. Indiana goes up 3-2, back to Atlanta for Game 6. Also last night, Houston beat Oklahoma City at Oklahoma City. Houston has won 2 games in a row. Oklahoma City still leads 3-2, but did you ever think we'd still be playing this series? I mean, very, very nice job by Houston last night. Played really, really nice basketball. And Oklahoma City, you had a feeling with Westbrook going out, they weren't going to be the same team. Starting to show signs that they're not the same team without Westbrook. I mean, didn't play well again for the 2nd straight game. Houston beat them last night, so now pressure's on Oklahoma City as well. As we go back to Houston, Houston with a chance to tie this series. I never thought this series would go this long. I thought this would be a sweep. Even Westbrook out, I thought Oklahoma City would win last night. Houston, nice job last night. They beat Oklahoma City. They stay alive. Game 6, like I said, back in Houston. Also last night in your NHL playoffs, the Penguins just manhandled the Islanders in Pittsburgh 5-0. Crosby didn't even play. The Penguins didn't need him at all. Penguins just demolished the Islanders. I thought this would be a more competitive game. Penguins look really, really strong. They go up 1-0 in that series. Also, Boston beat Toronto in Boston, so Boston goes up 1-0 in that series. This game changed late in the first period. The score was tied 1-1. Toronto hit the goalpost on one end, and then Boston came back the other end and scored right at the end of the first period. I thought the Toronto goalie should have had that puck. He gave up a couple of soft goals, the Toronto goalie, and from that point on, it was all Boston, and Boston rolls at home last night. They go up 1-0. And also late night on the East Coast last night, San Jose went into Vancouver and beat the Canucks, so San Jose is up 1-0 in their series. Here we go again with Vancouver. I mean, they always have high expectations, and again, they always seem to let you down. Luongo got the start in net. We didn't know if Luongo was going to start, and he takes the loss last night, although he played pretty decently. But again, here we go again with Vancouver. They are now behind the 8 ball again. They are trailing in the series, and they've come up small in the playoffs in recent years. So we'll keep an eye on Vancouver as we go forward. San Jose gets Game 1. Over to your Major League Baseball yesterday. The Angels beat Oakland. Washington finally beat Atlanta. Harper got hurt. He has a strained rib cage. He's day-to-day. Cleveland beat Philadelphia. Yankees beat Houston, so the Yankees took 2 out of 3 there. Boston beat Toronto. Buckle 6-0 with like a 1 earned run average, pitching really good. Chicago beat Texas. That's the Chicago White Sox, by the way. The Cubs beat San Diego. Kansas City rallied and beat Tampa Bay. San Francisco beat Arizona. Seattle beat Baltimore. Colorado beat the Dodgers. How about Beckett for the Dodgers? 0-4. He looks terrible. Mets rallied and beat Miami. Minnesota beat Detroit. Pittsburgh finally beat Milwaukee. It's like the first time in 100 games they beat Milwaukee. And St. Louis continues their winning ways, continues to get great pitching. They beat Cincinnati. So that was kind of some of your scores from yesterday. Let's get to the Mayweather-Guerrero fight on Saturday. By the way, I'm still sick, as you can see. I'm really struggling with my voice, but we'll try and get through it. Mayweather-Guerrero on Saturday. Mayweather 43-0, 26 knockouts. Guerrero 31-1-1, 18 knockouts. Mayweather's 36 years old. He's getting up there. Guerrero's 30 years old. I mean, Mayweather, to me, has better skills. I mean, Guerrero's had the distractions of the legal issues. You know, he got caught in New York with a gun, and you know, New York has very strict gun laws. We'll see what happens down the road with that. To me, Guerrero has the style to give Mayweather trouble. Guerrero does smother a lot of his opponent's punches. That should work well against Mayweather. Let's break down this fight a little bit. As far as the power, I would say that's even. I would say they're even in the power department. As far as experience, you got to give that to Mayweather. As far as speed, you got to give that to Mayweather. Durability, I'd give to Guerrero. Tenacity, I'd give to Guerrero. Stamina, I'd give to Mayweather. Versatility, I'd give to Mayweather. Consistency, I'd give to Mayweather. Technique, obviously, you give to Mayweather. Form, obviously, to Mayweather. As far as the corners, I'll give it to Guerrero just because the Mayweather corner with Uncle Roger and Floyd Sr., it's like a circus corner, so I'll give the corner to Guerrero. Intangibles, I'll give that to Guerrero as well. Guerrero is a live underdog. A lot of people are picking him. He does have the style to create problems for Mayweather. Guerrero does a nice job of smothering his opponent's punches. You know, Guerrero always comes to fight. I just think in the end, Mayweather is just too technically good for Guerrero. Now, here's the big question. Mayweather's age. Boxers can get old overnight. Mayweather is at the point where he can get old at any fight now. You saw he got hit by Cotto. Cotto was right there in that fight. Cotto was right in that fight to the last few rounds. Mosley fought Mayweather, and Mosley hit Mayweather with a nice shot, buckled Mayweather, but never was able to follow it up. You know, Mosley couldn't follow it up after he landed a nice shot against Mayweather. So my point is, Mayweather has been getting hit in recent fights. He's not the same guy. A lot of people are picking Guerrero. I think Mayweather wins. I don't think he's quite ready to lose yet. I think Mayweather slips by in this fight. I think it's going to go the distance. I think Mayweather wins by decision. I'm going to go 7 rounds to 5. Mayweather wins. He's not quite ready to take a loss. He's almost there, though. He's getting up there. He gets hit more. Like I said, Cotto hit him a lot. Mosley buckled him. Mayweather's getting up there. It's just a matter of time before he takes a loss. I mean, boxers, you know, you can't go that long without taking a loss. He is 36 years old. I don't think it's going to happen this week, though. I think Mayweather pulls out the decision. I think he wins 7 rounds to 5 in a very, very close fight. Guerrero will give you a very good effort. I think Mayweather wins by decision, 7 rounds to 5. I mean, this is a pay-per-view fight. I don't know if you guys want to pluck down your $60. I know it's a lot to ask. There is a decent fight on the undercard. You have Ponce de Leon against Mara, so that is a decent undercard fight. Usually you don't get anything on the undercard in these fights. You do get one decent fight here, so that's, you do have something on the undercard if you're thinking about plucking down your $60. I can't blame you if you don't want to. I mean, $60 for a fight is a lot. So I think Mayweather gets the job done. He ekes it out. He wins the decision 7 rounds to 5 over Guerrero. Should be a very competitive fight, though. Guerrero, the way I think he needs to go about this is, needs to work his jab, needs to go to the body, needs to smother the punches. I do give Guerrero a shot, but once again, Mayweather by decision, 7 rounds to 5. Okay, so that's the fight on Saturday. As far as tonight, what to watch, very intriguing night in the NBA tonight. You have Brooklyn at Chicago. Chicago is up 3-2. Chicago has home court here, so you see if Chicago can close it out at home. Brooklyn would show me a lot if they can get this win. Still no Derrick Rose for Chicago. Noah playing hurt. We'll see about Heinrich. He's a game-time decision. Brooklyn would show me a lot if they can win this game. Really need to show some intestinal fortitude tonight, Brooklyn, and pull this game out. Also tonight, Golden State at home up 3-2 over Denver. Golden State trying to close out this series as well. So you have 2 very intriguing games tonight. Brooklyn trying to stay alive at Chicago, and Denver trying to stay alive at Golden State. Also tonight in your NHL, you have Ottawa-Montreal. That's Game 1. Should be a nice rivalry series there. The Rangers at Washington, Game 1. That should be a fun series as well. And then you got a couple of Game 2s. You have LA-St. Louis with St. Louis leading 1-0 after their overtime win the other night. And Detroit-Anaheim, Game 2. Anaheim is up 1-0 in that series. Plus, you got all your Major League Baseball tonight. Okay, you guys are caught up as I struggle through, as I'm losing my voice here. I've never been so sick. I've been sick since Saturday. I mean, just a complete mess. Voice is shot, coughing, nose, stomach, fever. Complete mess for about 6 days now. Eventually, I'll get better. Okay, you guys are all caught up for today. Tomorrow, what we're going to do is we're going to do the Kentucky Derby. Believe it or not, the Kentucky Derby is in a couple days. I mean, hard to believe we're already in Derby time. I did watch the post-draw last night. I'll tell you, that's more unwatchable TV. Every horse that got a post, the guys doing the analysis was saying, oh, great post, good position, great post. I like where this horse is starting from. Every single horse. There was 20 horses that were picked out of the hat. 19 of them, the analysts were saying they loved their post and where they started. I think maybe one horse out of the one hole they said wasn't a good spot. But every horse, oh, good post, good spot for him. He's going to run well from here. I mean, come on, it's like watching the NBA and the NFL draft. Good pick, great pick. I mean, enough already. So I did catch some of that Kentucky Derby in 2 days. We'll preview it tomorrow, and I'll give you my Derby picks. You guys, thanks for hanging in there with me today as I am a complete mess. You guys stay safe. Enjoy the games tonight. You got some really nice games in the NBA. Brooklyn and Chicago, Denver and Golden State. Plus you got your NHL players. Plus you got your Major League Baseball. You guys enjoy the games. I will talk to you tomorrow, Friday. Take care.